Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Kizzie K, and Capcom invited me to their office to get a chance to try out Street Fighter 6. So I was one of the select few that went to their office and tried out the game, the full game. And these are my thoughts on the game and hands-on experience. The time that we had, we didn't really get a lot of time, just because I think they just wanted to make sure that we didn't play super X amount of hours and have like a advantage on people and things like that. So we were strict with a base time to try out anything we wanted to try. So I went ahead and try out all of the new characters that was not in the beta and the closed beta, right? So we had Manon, E Honda, Blanka, etc. Unfortunately, I couldn't really record all of the characters. I think I only had a chance to really get all of the new characters except for E Honda, which I'm very sad about. But again, we didn't really get a lot of time for the game, but that's totally okay. I'm just glad that we got a chance to just play the game and mess around with it. One thing I want to say for sure, these new characters that are going to be coming out are really, 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 really different from the other characters that we got from the closed beta. So it's really cool to they kind of hid all like the unique characters that have like all these like cool mechanics and things working with them. So they really did a good job hiding that well. I was really, really fascinated just by the fact that, all these characters have so much. In terms of move lists, I feel like some characters in this game, they have like short amount of super moves, but they have a lot of like command moves. And even characters that have a decent amount of special moves, a lot of characters also have pretty decent command moves. So I really like that. It just seems like every character has a lot going on across the board, which is really, really great to feel. Like, playing a game and just hitting the buttons and just doing all the cool stuff. I was just like, dang, you can do so many things, right? I would say I have a lot of hopes on terms of, what people are expecting in terms of like, gameplay and things like that for each character. A lot of characters feel super unique. And I'm really glad a lot of characters feel very unique in their own way. Depending on what character you play, they have different moves and stuff like that, and etc. like that. I think that that's really good for what the game is, and it's been a long time since we had a cool game like this in terms of just like full packaging. And don't let me even get started with the World Tour mode. I mean, the World Tour mode alone was crazy. There was so much things that you could just run around and kind of do. You could really customize your character to a cup of tea. Really fun. I think the customizing part for this game is really going to be the big seller, just because everybody likes to dress up and just have fun, or dress up how they look like, or dress up as like a cool anime character. And the fact that you have so many like customizable options really is going to get people to like try to be the as coolest character, or as trolly character, or as the shortest characters. Like, so many things that you can kind of like do with the customization, which I'm really, even as a fan of the series, you know what I mean? Like, and competitor aside, it's really nice. It's just really nice to just have that option available. You could go to like the stores and like buy like outfits and stuff like that. So it definitely encourages you to kind of like travel a lot and like do a lot of stuff. So World Tour Mode actually has a lot of cool ideas, and it really has a really familiar type of style that I like. I don't think it's bad, but it's a very similar style of like other games that I've played, like for example like Yakuza and things like that. And even then, like, I feel that it's still its own identity to some degree, and like I really appreciate them at least keeping that cool vibe and making Metro City just super cool. Like, we always seen the levels of like Metro City and things like that, and I kind of like the fact that you kind of like dive in and like explore Metro City. So that's why I feel like it kind of has like its own like type of style, right? It's like you're gonna see all of that Street Fighter style in the gameplay and things like that. So I am super excited for people who are going to be diehard fans for World Tour mode, and hopefully they keep the game fresh with adding new things per character. And maybe for the next year expansion, or maybe the season pass we have now, they add cool expansions for free and things like that. I just hope they keep things more fresh for people, because I feel like the customization and just doing a lot of stuff and having to be able to do even more crazy stuff is like gonna be like a plus for the game. So now to talk about a little bit of the mechanics. The mechanics definitely feel the same. They definitely changed a couple of things, like how parry universal like parry and things like that. Most of the time that you have for the beta, it's going to feel a bit similar, but I do think every character have quite different changes, right? So characters from the beta definitely going to be a little different from the original closed beta, which is really nice. So I guess they did that just to kind of keep the characters fresh and, you know, not stale and things like that, which is really good for Capcom. I can't really get into specifics, but dude, the trial modes are actually so insane. And I think being able to have like cool trial modes like this is going to be so fun, just to like have fun and kind of like see like what the character can kind of do. Really brought that spotlight back of just like single player content and like challenging content and things like that. So I think that alone is going to be really, really good. Unfortunately, we was only able to use one character. So, you know, the one character trials even then is still pretty good. I didn't get a chance to try the arcade mode at all, just because we didn't have a lot of time, unfortunately, and I wish I did. But, you know, arcade mode kind of has like its own story, its own dialogue, and like your own like little like rivalry or cameo mentions in their story, which is really cool. I'm not going to really say much because I don't want it to be spoiled, but I think it's going to be really cool for people who are a fan of the Street Fighter series as a whole. And it makes me excited for possible characters maybe. I also want to talk about too, going back to the trials mode, it's definitely not something that is like, you know, like 5 or 6 like that. They have a pretty nice list for each character. They really go real down with the nitty gritty, which is really, really cool. And the reason why I think we are able to get things like that, because the system mechanics have so much variety in it. Even though it feels like it's like 3 things, these 3 things really change the pace of like anything, just combos, defense, you know, neutral and things like that. So I feel like we're going to be seeing a lot of fun trial as a whole. And I'm a really, really big fan. I'm really glad that Capcom made it in a way where it's like super fun. I like the character guides a lot because one of the things that I feel like a lot of fighting games kind of lack is having information in the game. You know, a lot of fighting games, when you have to get information, you kind of have to go internet and kind of look for things like that. I feel like now for Street Fighter 6, it's not necessarily like that as a whole. It's more of just like, you know, here's a guide. This is the things that you want to kind of look for. These are the kind of like the advanced techniques too. And then it's like, it's up to you to kind of like go forth with that, which is really good. No more of the, you know, we got to go to Deathloop and things like that, or we got to go download this app. And the reason why I think it's good that we don't do that is because not every player or every fan or every consumer that buys the game is going to know these things. So I don't know if you guys noticed, but they definitely are going really, really hard in this game. And I am about it. I am a super huge fan of like this direction that they've been going. Characters overall, I got a chance to get, it's like Manon, Blanka, Dee Jay, Lily, JP, Cammy, DJ. We got all of the new characters except for E Honda. And I'm very sad about me not getting E Honda. You know, we did our best, but I hope you guys are excited, just like I am. You guys let me know, how do you guys feel about this? Are you guys looking forward to Street Fighter 6? Is there anything that you guys have concerns about, or are you guys super excited, like, wow, this is a super almost perfect game, this is a perfect game? You guys let me know. Thank you guys for watching. I really hope you guys are excited like I am. I'm going to be playing this game competitively as well, so this is going to be like my main game competitively, so you guys are going to be seeing me quite often, you know, here at events, things like that as a whole, and I'm going to be streaming this game on Twitch. So thank you guys so much. I hope you guys are excited as I am. I am so excited, like it's so crazy. Thank you guys so much. And I'm gonna be signing out.